So
Hi, hi, Venkat here.
yes, Venkat, you request you to keep yourself on mute. We
Yep,
will
yep,
proceed.
yep.
Yes. Okay, great. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rashesh Doshi, and I am the managing director at Talent Corner. Thank you so much for all of you to spend, spare time from your weekend schedule with your family and join me to understand about this franchise opportunity. I intend to keep it short and crisp, and I will tell you what my agenda is. And I hope today, on this Saturday afternoon, I'm able to create value for the time that you're investing in this opportunity webinar. So, what's our plan today? Firstly, it's going to be an honest presentation. I promise to you that unlike any other webinar that you would have attended, I will not have any sales pitch. I truly believe that those who are intending to be entrepreneurs, they need not be sold something. They need to be given information, answer their questions, and then allow them to make a decision, right? So today I promise to you there will not be any sales pitch, and that's my honest promise to you moving forward. I intend to present for the next 25 to 30 minutes. And at this point of time, when I'm presenting, I'm not going to be answering questions. I'm just going to focus on the presentation and go a little bit slower on aspects which I think are of importance for you to note. I will ensure and I promise you that I'll make it engaging and I will ask a lot of questions and I will want you to respond to the same as well. Because the more you tell me about yourself, the more I will be able to guide you and guide this presentation in the right direction. I will allocate ample of time to answer every question. I intend to answer every question which comes in the chat box so that today that you've come out here, you have all the information that you need. Again, the goal is to make sure that you are absolutely clear about the entire opportunity before you walk out of this presentation today. My humble request is stay till the end. And yes, please keep your mics off because time is of importance to all of us and we want no disturbance whatsoever. We want to make sure this presentation goes extremely smoothly. Now, all of you are here on a Saturday afternoon and are obviously interested in a business model because it is going to solve some kind of challenge for you, right? And I also want to ensure that there is some kind of challenge which is being addressed for you, right? Uh, Therefore, these are the aspects that I'm going to be working upon, and I'm going to launch a quick poll on asking you which is of most importance for you. But the five things that I want to try to address today in the webinar today is first financial independence, ability to decide how much you want to earn or need to earn and then work towards it. Flexibility and work life blend. Time is the most important resource for all of us, and I understand this. I know that all of you would love to spend more time on your health, more time with your family, with your kids, with your parents, taking care of your parents, with loved ones, go on holidays, do things that we really, really like. And I think this has become the most important reason why people get into entrepreneurship, right? And I'm going to try and present to you an opportunity which allows you to do so. Today, a lot of opportunities that are there in the outside world which are related to business, okay, have lots of barriers. This license, that license, this kind of real estate setup required, this is required, that is required. But I'm going to present to you a barrier free opportunity. You can run this business from wherever you want, no barriers whatsoever. There's going to be low investment. I know a lot of you, are first time entrepreneurs and therefore you don't want to go crazy in terms of the money that you invest. Very understandable. But you want to use your skill, the experience that you've got for the last several years, that is important for you to use. And I understand that, right? So this is one thing that I'm going to present to you, a business opportunity where you can use, you don't need to invest that kind of money, but it is more of your skill. And obviously, you want something which is more sustainable and scalable, not something which is just in trend at this point of time, but something which will last for longer, a long term business opportunity is what people are typically looking for. Now, I understand that you've come out here and obviously you want to know uh, what's the one thing that is important for you, but I also want to know that, right? So I'm going to launch a quick poll and I want to know from your end in the next 15 seconds as to which is the one thing that is really really important for you. Pick one answer: financial independence, flexibility and work life blend, barrier free opportunity, low investment, more skills, and sustainability and scalability. Please answer the question. There are 31 participants. I'm really anticipating that all 31 of you participate in just one answer. It will allow me to take this in the right direction, right? So I'm seeing a good 15, 16 people answering. I want to cross the quick, at least 80% of this. Yes, I can see the numbers going up. Please let me know, what are you looking for? You've taken out time to come. Select one answer so that I can, take this presentation in that direction. Perfect. I'm going to give you the last 5 seconds for people to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I absolutely love the results that have come out, and I see a big kind of trend towards financial independence and flexibility and work-life blend. Love this. Thank you so much for answering this question. And I'm going to move forward on this and take the presentation that direction itself, right? So okay, so this is, I'm looking at, a group of people looking for more financial independence and flexibility and work-life balance. I will ensure that these are being addressed during the presentation today. Now, obviously, you want to know everything that's required to be known about the company that is talking to you. I'm a businessman. I understand that I don't want to be speaking to someone who does not have credibility, who does not have market standing, right? So, Talent Corner, the company that you're talking to, has 23 years of experience in business. Very important for you to note. You know why? Because this company has seen ups and downs in the business, has seen the good times and the bad times. And therefore, someone who sailed through the bad times, you can trust that person that they will do it again and they will stand by you at all points of time. Numbers are always in our favor. We've closed more than 30,000 positions, a record which most recruitment companies cannot even envisage. We work with more than 3,500 clients, which means that there is a lot of people who currently trust us, right? And they will continue to trust us as we move forward. And we have 94 plus active franchise partners. This is a tried and tested business model. More than 94 people are already aligned with us and are doing really well. I will share testimonials with you. I will give you more information so that you understand that this is a company that you can trust with as you move forward. And we are an award winning opportunity. Some of the recognitions that are there that we've received are on the screen right now. We've won multiple awards, multiple number of times. So again, an achievement that is worthy of speaking. Now, so what is the salient features of this opportunity? What is it that we are really, really proud of? This is a low investment business opportunity. It's low investment, and I know some of you asked for this. You don't want to put in large amount of money, but you want it to be low investment opportunity. And it's low investment because you can do this from anywhere in the world and you can work from the comfort of your own home. As long as you have a laptop or a computer, a mobile phone internet connection, and time being the most important resource, you can do this business. I repeat, time being the most important resource, you can do this business. So, low investment business opportunity, work from anywhere and work from home. I know a lot of you would love to work at home and have more time to yourself. So, I'm going to give you a work at home opportunity. In the earlier poll, you'd asked for a work life balance, work life blend, flexibility. This opportunity has that. We're an award winning opportunity. And the last one is what I want you to pay major attention to: no sales required. You're hearing me absolutely right, my friends. It's absolutely no sales required whatsoever, right? I know today there are lots of opportunities where, in fact, all opportunities related to franchising need you to do sales, need you to acquire the next customer, right? I'm telling you that in my opportunity, there is no sales. You're going to be involved more in the servicing aspect of the business. I'm going to be sharing that to you in the next 1 minute, right? But no sales required. So I'm sure I've got all your attention at this point of time. And I'm going to launch my next poll, which is going to be around where you guys are from, right? Because I would love to know where you guys are joining me from. So the next poll is on your screen. Please tell me, where are you joining me from? There are some names: Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, NCR, Calcutta, and rest of India. So I can see, wow, staggering people from other parts of the country. Lovely. I can see a lot of people, quick responses coming in. I can see a lot of people from Bangalore, folks from Bangalore. Welcome. One of my favorite cities. Um, and I can see a lot of people from other parts of the country as well. Uh, I can see Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, NCR, Calcutta. Great, fantastic. I'm going to give the last 5 seconds for those people who've not yet entered the details. Please tell us where you are from. It really helps me to, kind of like I said, navigate this presentation in the right direction. Right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving forward. Yes, lovely. Thank you. Okay, just go shut the polls. And yes, moving forward. So, moving into the presentation, what are the 5 pillars of any business model, right? And I'm going to explain this entire business model on the basis of these 5 pillars. First, training and support, learning about this business. Second is business development, that means acquiring this business. Third is operations and recruitment, which means running the business. Fourth is billing and finance and legal, which means making sure you are earning the money and your money is being managed well. And the fifth is the sourcing of the candidates, which is the supply side of any business. So any business model is always and always divided into 5 verticals, and ours is in the same way. So today I'm going to be explaining this business model in the exact same verticals that's existing in most business models. Okay, let me start with training and development. Um, Training you is completely my responsibility. If you do not have any experience whatsoever, forget about if you're not having experience in the recruitment industry, even if you do not have any experience whatsoever, do not worry about it. It is our responsibility to train you. Talent Corner has a tried and tested induction training program and continuous training programs which happen at Talent Corner to ensure that you're continuously learning in this business. We are an HR business and we truly believe the more we learn, the more we earn. And therefore, we invest a lot of time in training our franchise partners. How does the training happen? We have a 6 days online one-to-one training program with you. I repeat, 6 days online one-to-one training program with you so that you are able to get inducted into the business really, really well. We have a lifetime support for all our franchise partners of a team leader. We understand that just training you something that's not going to be enough. We want to make sure that you are, obviously supported at all points of time. And therefore, okay, we have a team leader who's got previous years of experience there to support you from time to time. We have created a video library of all our trainings so that whenever you feel like learning, that content, that learning, resource is available to you. We are not very far behind in terms of the big, technologies which are available. We have a beautiful learning management system. And when you become a franchise partner, this video library access is given to you. Again, learning has to be continuous in nature, and therefore, we have various online training sessions which happen from time to time. And all our franchise partners are recommended to attend these training sessions. And yes, there is a review meeting with the sorry. So there's a review meeting with the management which happens every 3 to 4 months, and that is something that we do at a strategic level so that people are always aligned to the end goal, to what we want to achieve at the bigger level. So these are the 5 steps in which we train and support our franchise partners. 6 days online, one-to-one training session, lifetime support of a team leader, a video library which is available to you from time to time, continuous online training sessions, and review meeting with the management is something that we do very regularly so that we can help you to take your business forward in a strategic way and not just in an operational way. Moving forward, and this is where I need majority of you paying full attention, right? So I know all of you, and specifically those people who are doing entrepreneurship for the first time. People come and tell me that I don't want to do sales and business development, and every other opportunity needs me to do sales and business development. Well, the good part out here is there is no sales required. The head office takes the responsibility of doing all the business acquisition. Today, as we speak, we have more than 3,500 clients who give us at an average 27,000 positions year on year. Apart from that, we have a business development team which is acquiring new people, new clients. So we have 18 people in the business development team, 9 in Mumbai, 9 in Pune, who are continuously acquiring new clients. Therefore, we are able to give a written down guarantee. It's there in our frequently asked questions, a written down guarantee of minimum 4 to 7 positions every single month. Friends, I want you to focus on one word on that line. It says minimum. The word is minimum, it's not maximum. If you can handle more, I can give you more, right? A lot of times in the webinars, I'm always asked this question that if I can handle more work, can you give me more work? Yes, yes, yes is the answer. Because I want people who are ambitious and who are wanting to grow more. And therefore, the line and the word very specific is minimum. Clients come to you from all across the country, majorly the metropolitan cities, which is Mumbai, Pune, and Ahmedabad in the west, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai in the south, Calcutta, in the east, and Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida in the north. 99.5% of our business comes from here. Although you can be a part of any other part of India, you'll be servicing clients from here itself. Clients come to us from all industries. We have clients from IT, manufacturing, hospitality, advertising, media, entertainment, logistics, real estate, constructions, you name it. And we have clients from those industries, right? The only industries that we do not cater to are call centers, BPOs, junior level insurance, junior level retail, telecalling setups, anything which has crazy high attrition. We do not cater to those industries. You know why? Because we believe we cannot provide value to them. And when we cannot provide value to someone, there is no point in doing business with them. Therefore, all industries is where we get our clients from, and you will be getting clients from all industries as well. Majorly, we are looking at mid level and senior level positions. 65% of the work that we get is mid level in nature, 25% of the work we get is senior level in nature, and only 10% of the work that we get is junior level in nature. When I say mid level, we are talking about salaries of 40, 50,000 rupees and upwards, going up to 2 lakh rupees per month. When we are talking about senior level, is more than 2 lakh rupees going to 10 lakh rupees per month. When we're talking to junior level, we're talking about 20, 25,000 going to 40,000 rupees per month. That's the levels which we are talking about. And we work mainly on the mid level and senior level positions. The next two things are important for you because this is a distinguishing factor for us. Clients are exclusive to you, which means that there is no internal competition. A client given to you is given only and only to you. There may be external competition, but internally, we do not have any conflict of interest amongst our franchise partners. That is why my business is not a territory based business model. My business is a client exclusivity based business model. I do not give you a territory. Your clients will come to you from all across India. You could be sitting next to me in my Mumbai office and you will not be a competition to me. Why? Because your clients are different and my clients are different. And to ensure that there is absolute transparency, you have direct interaction with the client. I truly believe that in any business, building relationships is really important, and therefore, I am allowing my franchise partners to directly interact with my client. The next point is important. Please do not come if you're looking at any industry preference, right? A lot of people come and tell me that I'm from the IT industry and I want only IT clients. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for people who have an employee mindset. I'm looking for people who have an entrepreneurial mindset, someone who are willing to learn continuously, someone who are open to exploring all opportunities, someone who's willing to grow and making sure that the business, whether in one industry or multiple industries, is growing. That's the kind of people I'm looking for. So please come in it with that entrepreneurial mindset, and I promise to you that things will be better than what you're thinking, at this stage of time. Because this is an important slide, I will do a quick, 30 seconds recap so that all of you are with me on this one. No sales required. I repeat, no sales required. Minimum 4 to 7 positions given to you. The word minimum is very important. I can give you more if you can handle more. Clients come to you from all across India. So, whichever part of the country that you are in, it doesn't make a difference. Clients will come to you from the major metropolitan cities, which I've spoken about. We have clients from all industries except for call centers, BPOs, insurance, junior level retail, junior level telecalling setups. Any high attrition industry we don't focus upon. Majorly the mid level and the senior level positions is what we focus upon. Client given to you is not given to any other franchise partner. So, which means you have a really fair opportunity of closing positions with them. You have direct interaction with the client, allowing you to build strong relationships. And there is one thing that you need to keep in mind is that I do not give industry preference to anybody. People need to be open to handling all kind of industries and positions. Now, again, people ask me, but what level of clients do you work for? What do you like yours? What's your sweet spot? So, Talent Corner works mainly with the MSME industry. So, if you're looking to align with Talent Corner as a franchise partner, keep in mind that you're going to get mainly the MSME companies, the medium and small scale enterprises. Why is it so important for us that I've dedicated an entire slide to this, right? I want you to know why Talent Corner works out here. One, because there are limited partners as compared to any other very large corporate. So put on one hand the large corporate and the other hand, MSMEs. There are not too many recruitment companies with an MSME. There are almost 150, 200 partners or recruitment companies with a large company. The MSMEs really respect you for what you bring to the table, right? A lot of times you're interacting with the stakeholder themselves, the directors themselves, and therefore they really value your knowledge, your intent. And while money is important to all of us, we obviously want to be respected for what we bring to the table. And therefore we love working with MSMEs because that's what MSMEs do for us. You build relationship with someone, when in the person that you're interacting with is usually going to be there for a very long period of time, and you will have the ability to build a long term relationship with them. With a very large corporate, very difficult to build long term relationship because people are obviously going in and coming out all point of time, and building relationships in a country like India is so important. You and I both know that people like doing business with those people that they like. But if you don't build a relationship with them, how will they like you? Right? So therefore, I allow you to directly interact with them, and I'm giving you a segment who loves building relationships. Decision making is quicker, right? Because there are not too many hierarchies. Therefore, one round, two round, and the candidate is either in or out. I love this about the MSME industry because they take quicker decisions. In a large corporate, usually they have salary bandwidth issues. They can't go beyond a certain salary because even though the candidate is very good, but with an MSME industry, typically they are open, with budgets. If a candidate is good, then more than happy to bring that person on. And the last and the most important one, which I love, I'm a Gujarati businessman, so I want my money in my pocket and obviously my partner's money in their pocket. MSME companies pay you on time. Unlike very large companies, this approval, that approval, this director traveling, that director traveling, this does not happen in the MSME industry. That is the reason why we work a lot out here. This is the place where we got maximum profitability. I keep telling this to all my franchise partners that a big corporate looks really nice on your brochure, but very poor on your balance sheet. An MSME looks beautiful on the balance sheet because it makes financial sense. If any of you want to take a screenshot of this, please take it. The right way to do it is press control and print screen on your keyboard, and you should be able to understand as to why we are working with the MSME industry. Giving you 5 seconds, control and print screen button together to take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, moving forward. Okay, so now I explained to you, that we do training, we do business development, and you're all wondering, what are we supposed to do? Why isn't Rashesh speaking about what we are supposed to do? Well, you're going to be taking care of the end to end recruitment process, right? Right from understanding the position of the client to closing the positions is something that you're going to be taking care of, right? So, that's going to be your responsibility. And in the next 30 seconds, I'm explaining that to you in detail as well. When you close a position, right, you are going to be getting 75%. That is the lion's share of your money that is going to come to you, right? I'm sure all of you are noticing a yellow star on the right hand top. I'm going to come to that in the next 10 seconds. But currently, when you're signing up with us as a franchise partner, you're going to get a 75%, which is lion's share of the revenue that you make. Now, how does this work? So let us say you have recruited a candidate at a salary of 12 lakh rupees per year. I get paid an 8.33%, or what I call the 1 month salary of the candidate. It is 1 lakh rupees as my service fee, out of which a whooping 75% is going to come to you as a franchise partner. Why do I give such a large share? Because you are taking care of the most important part of this business, which is servicing. Servicing is the heart of any business. And therefore, because you are taking care of it, I'm willing to give you the lion's share. When does the money come to you? It comes to me 30 to 45 days after the candidate joins the organization, and you receive the money within the next 7 days. My payment day is a Thursday. Okay. So, whatever happens, come hail, come storm, whatever happens on Thursday, you will get your share of money, right? So I'm repeating this quickly. Um, you are going to be doing the end-to-end recruitment process, which I'm going to explain what it is. You're going to get 75% of the share of the business of revenue made. What is the revenue? 8.33% typically of any candidate that is joining. Um, Example, 12 lakh CTC, 1 lakh is a service fee. You get 75%, which is 75,000. Whatever be the service fee, you get 75%. When do you get the service fee? 30 to 45 days later, we get the payment, and within the next 7 days, that is on a Thursday, you get the payment. Now, coming to the star, the big yellow star which is there, effective 1st October, for those franchise partners who are joining us after the 1st of October, the revenue sharing is going to become 70-30, right? Currently, anybody joining us before the 30th September, it is 75-25. The revenue sharing effective 1st October is going to change to 70-30. I want you to know this is no sales tactic. This is not about pushing you to sign up quickly. It is about giving you information. Why we have given, so this decision was made some time ago, but we gave people enough time to kind of look at the sign up in case they preferred to have this 75-25. So if you're signing up with us today or in the next before 30th September, it's 75-25. But believe you me, this is not in order to push you to sign up before 30th September. It's your own decision, take an informed decision. This particular star is only there to give you information that if you're signing up after the 30th September, effective for the 1st of October, it will be a 70-30. However, make an informed decision. 5% is not going to change the the sky and the world for you. Just make a mind and then take it forward. Now, I promised to you to explain what is the recruitment process. This starts from understanding the client's requirements, searching for job portals, right? On job portals, and we will train you on all of this. So, understanding what the client is looking for, searching on job portals, which we will provide you, doing a telephonic HR round of interview. Please note the word that I've used is HR round of interview. It's not technical in nature. You are not going to be checking whether a candidate is good at a particular technology or skill set. You're going to be doing an HR round of interview. You're going to be doing scheduling and interviews and selection and joining, ensuring that the candidate who is selected is joining the organization. All of this is a part of the recruitment process. Again, if you remember what I had said, that I will train you on the entire recruitment process. So even if you don't know anything about it, please don't worry, friends. It is my responsibility, is the responsibility of the team to train you, and we will do it continuously like we've been doing since the year 2011 is when we started our franchise model. So we've been doing it for 14, 15 years, and we will continue to do it with absolute efficiency. So even if you have no experience whatsoever, do not feel worried. Majority people don't have that. Now, coming to the fourth aspect of the business, which is billing, collection, legal, and GST compliance, everything is done by the head office. These are all non income generating activities, and therefore, I have taken the full responsibility for this at the head office. Billing and collection is done at the head office. We have a legal team which does the contracts. You do not need to have any GST. If you have a GST number, more than welcome. But if you do not have one, don't stress much about it. You don't even need to register a company. You can do it in your own personal name. Your, the government of India allows you to do that. And this is one question that most people ask me, that Rashesh, what happens in case a candidate joins and leaves the organization in the first, 2 months? I say we have a guarantee period of 90 days. The client has paid us a decent amount of money. If the candidate leaves, which is most unlikely because we work more at mid level and senior level, but in case the person has left and we have received the money, then we offer a free of cost replacement. In case the person has left before we receive the money, then the invoice becomes null and void. This guarantee period is the industry standard which is there in the market, and we follow the same as well, right? So quick 10 seconds, billing and collection is done from the head office, legal contracts done from the head office. You do not need to have a GST number. You don't even need to register a company. You can do it in your own personal name. This is going back to the barrier free opportunity which I had spoken about, and a guarantee period of 90 days is there for every candidate that joins from our organization. Now, last aspect of the business, the last pillar, right? A lot of you were asking, okay, I can know this is a company which is giving us clients, is training us. We have to only do the servicing, billing, collection, all of this company is taking care of. But where will we find the candidates from? Very valid question. So every year, Talent Corner, subscribe for the best two job portals, and we negotiate with them and bring it at a very reasonable price, sometimes really, really low. And we give it to those people at the same price that we give it to us. We give it to our franchise partners at the same price that we get it. There's no margins in this. It's just a fraction of the cost. The pricing of this depends on the time that you're looking to start the business. What do I mean by this? Typically, I have a 1st April to 31st March period that we buy job portals. So assuming that you're joining in the month of September, which effectively will look at starting from 1st of October, you will have a lesser pricing. So the pricings, you need to speak to my team. They will give it to you. They will give you everything in black and white. It's going to be very transparent. And if you want to buy it yourself, you can buy it yourself. But because I get it at a lesser price, I give it to you at the same price that I'm getting at. This is where you will source your candidates from. Job portals are places where candidates upload their resume because they're looking out for a job, and therefore the lowest hanging fruits are there. Of course, you can source from other places, but having a job portal is compulsory. You cannot do business without an active job portal, and preferably the number one. And like I said, the price point is typically speaking on the basis of when you're looking to start the business. We will give it to you in black and white before you pay us even one single rupee, right? Now, few things to keep in mind. And I promised you this. I told you I will not make a sales pitch. I will give you real information. So I'm going to give you this information. No get rich overnight business. Anybody and everybody out here who's looking to get rich overnight, drop out immediately. I don't have that business, right? You will take a minimum of 6 to 9 months ROI. I know people have done it earlier in my business, but I want to have you come prepared, right? 6 to 9 months is going to be your ROI period. Please come prepared for that. If something better happens, great. We will take it as a Diwali bonus and keep it. But let's prepare ourselves for the worst. Let's prepare ourselves for 6 to 9 months. I want a minimum commitment of 4 to 5 hours every single month, every single day. Sorry. If you can't give 4 to 5 hours, this is not a business for you. In fact, no business is a business for you if you can't invest time in it and look at this as a long term business opportunity, not a short term. I'm not looking at partners who come with micro level thinking, who want to look at it for 1 year. That's their choice of how they want to take a look at it. But I want someone who's committed for long term, because my experience tells me that the kind of value that you can create, both in terms of your knowledge and your financial wealth, can only happen when you're looking at it as a long term business opportunity. So these three things is what you need to keep in mind. If you're aligned to this, only then take it forward. Now let me ask you a few questions which will make sure that you are on the right page, and you need to answer this to yourself. Are you the right fit? If you can invest 5 hours daily, yes, the answer is yes, you are the right person. If you are someone who does not have time at all, and it's okay to be busy, but you don't have time, then you are the wrong person for this business model. If you are someone who's naturally coming across as someone willing to learn, then you are the right person for this business. If your personality is someone who believes that I know it all, then you're the wrong person from this business. If you are someone who's looking at it as a long term horizon, you're the right person. If you're looking at this as a short term, wants to make money quickly, you're the wrong person. Patience and perseverance, if that's your personality, you are the right person. If you're someone who's naturally short tempered, won't work in the service industry, this is the wrong fit for us. If you are someone who values relationship, you are the right person. If you're someone who is very transactional in their approach, then unfortunately you are the wrong person for us, right? So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this as well. If you're someone who naturally comes out as polite and humble, you are the right person for us. If sometimes you come across, or a lot of times you come across as someone who's rude and brash, you are the wrong person for us. If you're naturally someone who takes ownerships, because entrepreneurship is the mindset and you need to take ownership for what you do, then you are the right person. And if you're someone who likes to, or comes across naturally and blames others on things, then you are the wrong person. Friends, I will not make this decision for you. You need to make a decision yourself, right? Please make sure you take a screenshot of this, right? Screenshot, again, I repeat, is control print screen. Why I want you to take a screenshot is because when you look at this again after this webinar, you will do some self introspection and decide, hmm, am I someone who is on which side of the axis? Am I someone on the left hand side or the right hand side? And then you can make your decision according to that. With this, I'm going to be launching my last poll for today, just to get to know you guys better. Uh, Tell me a little bit more about you is what I want to know. So I'm going to give you multiple options, and I would love to know a little bit about your background. Are you a homemaker who has 4 hours plus of time? Are you a corporate professional who's working from home hybrid, has 4 hours available time? Someone who has no time is the third option. Someone who's quit the job and looking for something else. Existing businessmen, retired people, and the freshers. All of this, please give your answers. Lovely. I can see a lot of businesses coming, just coming in. Okay, so I can see a lot of people who've just quit their jobs and are looking to do something which is really nice. It's really heartening to see that people are getting into or willing to get into entrepreneurship. I can see some people are working from home but have 4 hours of time. I can see some professionals who don't really have time. So interestingly, three people in that category. There are people who are existing businessmen. Wow, looking to diversify. Thank you and welcome to this webinar. I can see some retired people. Um, Great. So, I can see another 10 people waiting to answer. Please give your answers. It really helps us to know you better. I'm going to give you the last 5 seconds. Um, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving, closing the poll for this one. Thank you so much. And Yes, please take a screenshot of this. This is very important for you to understand. Okay, so now what is our belief? Today's Talent Corner is a Stanford seed company. I want you to know, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. Talent Corner is not the right company for you. But if you want to walk far, let's walk together, because then Talent Corner is the right company for you. This is our philosophy. This is the way we work. Please keep this in mind. This is a beautiful African proverb. I repeat it and I hope it hits you. If you want to walk fast, then walk alone. But if you want to walk far, let's walk together. With this, I want to share some brilliant news. Talent Corner is selected and is undergoing its program with Stanford for transformation. I am extremely proud that we are a part of this cohort. We will finish our graduation. We've been at it for the last 9 months. We will finish our graduation on the 27th of November. Then we're going to be launching our transformational plan. Thus, taking the help of a beautiful institute like Stanford to become a world class organization. I think you need to be very proud of this if you're looking to associate with us. And this is a company really looking to become world class, right? So, thank you, Stanford, for selecting us. And we've been really, really happy being a part of this journey. These are some of our images of our team. You can see the excitement of everybody. This is me at Stanford. There is obviously the team who's working very hard to put all the frameworks and processes, the business transformation advisor, everybody coming together to make us a world class organization. Now, everything comes at a price, okay, and therefore we definitely have an investment, right? Um, our investment is 2,65,500 is the franchisee fee, including of GST, one time, lifetime. It will never come to you ever again. That's our franchisee fee investment. The job portal investment is between 80,000 to a lakh. It's definitely lesser right now because we're halfway through the year, right? And this will come to you every year once. Your approximate investment is around 3.5 lakh rupees. It's a low investment franchise opportunity, right? I repeat quickly, a franchisee fee is only a one time lifetime investment, including GST of 2,65,500. Your investment in job portals is between 80,000 to a lakh. Your total investment is around 3.5 lakh rupees. Take a screenshot of this, right? And I don't want you to make a decision right now. I will guide you on this process, right? I'll guide you on the process of making a decision. I will give you enough information so that you can take a very informed decision. But take a screenshot. For those who yet have not taken a screenshot, it's control print screen, or if you're on a mobile phone, I'm sure all of you know how to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and keep it with you as I move forward. A lot of people have asked me, Rashesh, what do you think AI is going to be doing to your recruitment industry? Very common question, and I've answered it in multiple of my podcast. Snehal, at this point of time, I would request you to put in the chat box the link to my podcast where I've answered about what is the impact of AI in the recruitment industry. And I can tell you it's a very, very positive impact. I do not want you to feel scared. AI has a very, very positive impact. So, uh, Snehal, please request you to please put the link in the chat box. As everybody will be waiting for this one. Yes, the link has come in the chat box. It has all the podcast. There are a couple of podcasts about me talking about AI and its involvement. Please hear it out, and you will know that it's only going to be impacting our industry positively. I'm going to answer some quick. We are in the last 3 minutes of my presentation. Why are we franchising? A lot of people ask me, why don't you do this whole team building thing yourself? Well, because I believe that the opportunity is bigger than what I can handle myself. The truth is that the opportunity is bigger. I will never be able to tap all of it. And if I can't tap all of it, I might as well bring right mandate partners, okay, to do it along with me, because that's how you build an institution. I can be very myopic and do it all by myself and keep all the profits for me. But how do you build a large company? You build a large company by building an ecosystem where everybody thrives. And that's why we franchise. People ask me, can I do it alone or can I do it with the team? You can do it alone or you can do it with the team. There's no problem. It's your decision. If you don't want to build a team, you don't build a team. If you want to start alone and then build a team, I'm okay with that. If you want to start alone and continue alone, I'm okay with that. If you want to start a team from the day one, I'm okay with that as well. Only thing is no freelancers. They must be, if you are looking to have people in your team, they must be paid team members. I'm looking for partners and not investors. What do I mean by this? Is people come in with lots of money, but they tell me that, I don't want to give time. Unfortunately, that's not the business model that I have. You will need to invest time into this business. I'm going to repeat something that a lot of people ask me again and again. If I can do more work, can you give me more work? The answer is yes. 4 to 7 is just the minimum number of positions. If you can handle more work, I will give you more work. If you are someone who's already in the recruitment business, unfortunately, I cannot give you a franchise. I'm looking at growing this industry and not, making it smaller, right? Everything is properly documented. There will be a proper contract in place. Even if before you pay me a single rupee, you will have access to the soft copy of the contract. Only and only if all your questions are answered will we want to take it ahead. And there are, unfortunately, I don't have any EMI options. I can introduce you to my bankers, which is HDFC Bank, and they can help you out if you need to take a loan. But yes, I do have a credit card option available, because I know a lot of you have credit cards which give you interest free EMIs. If you want to look at that, that's also okay. But I do not have a EMI option, that is for sure, right? So these are the few questions that everybody asks me. Of course, I'm sure all of you will have more questions, and I'm going to get into question answers as well. But these are the questions that everybody asks me. Now, the next step, right? Is one, if you are interested, if you find yourself interested and want to block a one-to-one call with me, I have kept myself available today, right? Immediately after this, and all of you can grab your lunch, and if you want to just do a one-to-one call with me, Snehal will share the link of the one-to-one call booking. You can block time with me, and I'll be more than happy to do so. So Snehal, if you could share the link, uh, and people can block one-to-one time out there. Of course, this is for those people, and I promise you one thing, that I will not agree to give you the franchisee if I don't think it's going to create value for you, right? It will only, if both of us, you and me, are convinced this is a no strings attached call. If both you and me are convinced that this is going to make money for both you and me, only then I'll ask you to go ahead with the franchise. That's my commitment to you, right? I would encourage you to do more research about us. Snehal will share now a few links on the chat box, which will give you more information about our company, our testimonials, our press coverages, everything that you need to do in order to research about our company. And I want you to do research. You know why? Because you need to always come with your eyes wide open. So, Snehal, I would request you to share the links of the testimonials and the links for the press coverages so that people can do research for us. And of course, once you've done all your research, you need not, you should not procrastinate and move quickly so that you don't miss out on opportunities. There are lots of links which Snehal has shared. There is the testimonial link, there is the press coverage link, there are frequently asked questions, there's a little bit about our culture, the podcast that we have. You can refer us and contact information of our team if you want to reach out to them as well. Everything is shared in the chat box. I will answer questions, so don't worry. I'm going to come to question answers as well. Only thing is, if you're interested to take this conversation further, today I'm available between 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock in slots of 30 minutes to do a one-to-one call with you. You can block your time. The links are shared right now, and they will be shared again at the end of the question answer session as well. The intention is very simple, to make sure that you are comfortable in this journey moving forward. And once you feel that, no, I'm ready, we can take it further, there is no strings attached. If you are someone who is going to make money, only then will I ask you to go ahead. Otherwise, I myself will tell you, please don't take it further. With this, I'm going to move into the question answer session. I hope this has been of value to you. please put your questions in the chat box because it allows me to track every question and allows me to answer each one of them one by one. I promise I'll try to answer each one of them one by one. So I'm going reverse. Mahindra, you've asked me a question. How many franchise you have right now? How many positions you're allotting to each franchise in the day? And same positions to how many franchise to avoid duplicacy of CV? So Mahindra, one, I have 94 plus active franchise partners. It was some information that I had shared in the beginning of the presentation. There's a possibility that you've come in a little late. Second answer, a client given to you is not given to any other franchise partner, and therefore there is absolutely no duplicacy of work. And something that I've answered in the earlier slide as well, the minimum number of positions given to any franchise partner is 4 to 7 positions, right? This is minimum number, not maximum. 4 to 7 positions every single month. It's not a day to day basis because I cannot give you 4 positions every day. It'll be too much for anybody to handle. 4 to 7 positions every single month. This is more than happy for anybody uh, to more than enough for anybody who's working full time for the full month. It'll keep you relatively occupied. So 4 to 7 positions minimum. If you can handle more work, I'll be happy to give you more work. Uh, Anurag, I'm not sure what you meant by with team additional support, but you can explain that. You need partners, then why charging? Uh, Great question, Anurag. I charge people so that I know they're going to be as committed to this business as I am. I'll tell you one thing, that when money is not put on the table, commitments from both ends becomes lower. And I'm sure you know that I have spent enough years in this industry to ensure that I want only committed partners. So I charge franchise fees, and I have seen that in the last 14, 15 years, it's allowed me to get committed partners. So absolutely, there is never going to be any change in this model. You will need to pay a franchisee fee in order to become a partner because I also want commitment to come in. Krishna, your question is annual job portal payment. Yes, it comes every year. Okay, so this is the only thing which is going to be your recurring expenditure. This will come to you every year once, and the everything is given to you in black and white. Abhijit, for existing partners, also revenue is going to be reduced. No, it's not going to be reduced. It is only for partners who are joining effective 1st of October that the revenue is going to be reduced. Alok, you've asked a question. 8.33% of all to all clients. Yes, Alok, 90. If I may say 98%, we have 8.33%. Some cases the client is really good. We sometimes go down to 7.5, but in majority cases 8.33%. And before we allocate or before you take a particular client, this information is shared with you very, very transparently. Sharma, take care of your health and get well soon. Thank you so much. It was just a small cough, nothing else. Don't worry. Thanks, Sharma, for asking. Uh, Jan, you said, I'm curious if the GST remains the same after the recent revision. Jan, there is no change in the service industry GST revision. It is 18%. I was really crossing my fingers that the government would reduce it, but it is still unfortunately 18%. Satya, how do we make sure that the same position is not given to other franchise? Great question, Satya. I'm introducing you directly to the client. So whenever I'm allocating a client to you, I'm writing an email to them, marking a copy to you that from this point onwards, for example, Satya is going to be my point of contact. This is his mobile number. This is his email ID. So therefore, complete transparency is maintained. But I understand your apprehensions, and therefore, I'm answering this question. Of course, when you go through testimonials of my company, you will realize that what I'm saying is the absolute truth. Rajneesh, what is the mean and medium revenue made by a franchise partner? Uh, Rajneesh, I don't think this is a fair way of answering it because I don't believe in averages, mean and medians because everybody has different backgrounds, different levels of commitment, different number of hours. So by giving you mean and medium, I think I'll be misguiding you. But I would love to share some data which my partners should or those people interested should be aware about. Come mentally prepared that for the first 100 days you may not get any success. Today, everybody has a different learning curve. Some people learn fast, some people learn slow. Come prepared that the first 100 days you will work, you may not get success, and be mentally prepared to learn. First 6 to 9 months recovery period. First year, your revenue will be lesser, basically around 4 to 6 lakh rupees. Second year, your revenue is likely to be between, 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs. Third year, your revenue is likely to be between 12 lakhs to 18 lakhs. There are people who made much more than this, but I want you to come more prepared at the lower end, so that if anything else happens better, even better, right? Nagaraju, you've asked a question about EMIs. Unfortunately, I don't have an option for EMI. Uh, my bankers are HDFC. I'm more than happy to introduce you to them, and I would request you to directly coordinate with them. Raj, you said you're from Nagpur, Maharashtra. Welcome, Raj. I joined the meeting midway with no industry, which we're working currently or a long time. I didn't really understand this. Okay, so I'm presuming you joined the meeting midway. Um, I'm presuming your question is more about the industry that we work with. We work in all industries except for call centers, BPOs, insurance, junior level retail. That's the industry which we don't work on. If I misunderstood your question, please can you explain in more detail? But I think this is what I've understood. And Raj, if you missed the presentation, don't worry. We are going to be having a recording of the same available to you. You can take a look at the recording. Mr. S.K. Kumar, you've asked a question: Is one in one area? How many franchisees can we work? Uh, Mr. Kumar, my business is not a territory-based model. It is a client exclusivity model. So one can be from any territory, can relocate. Location is the least of the barriers. We have client exclusivity and not territory exclusivity. Mahendra, you've asked a question: Can we adjust the franchisee from a 70%? The answer is no. Someone else asked this question earlier as well. I don't have that provision. One needs to put money on the table to bring commitment from both sides. And this is something that I've ensured that is happening for the last 14 years. And I definitely don't intend to change it. Vijay, you said how much time does it require to recover the investment? So Vijay, it's a 6 to 9 months ROI period. I had shared earlier as well. Please come mentally prepared with 6 to 9 months. There have been people who've recorded in 4 5 months also. Uh, Very, very good, very lucky. But please come prepared with 6 to 9 months. Mr. Kumar, I think you've asked the same questions. When 6 to 9 positions are given in a month, why 4 or 5 hours required every day? Uh, Rajneesh, you'll realize that the whole process of recruitment takes that much amount of time. Uh, you are working on positions which requires you to understand the client, the positions, filter resumes through job portals, uh, go through the CVs, have conversations with candidates, send it to the client. Uh, you'll have to ensure that the interview process happens, selection happens. So all of that takes time. So this is going to take a 4 to 5 hour period. Anything less than that, Rajneesh, it won't work. And I want to be honest to you, don't sign up if that's not something that you have currently at your disposal. Can you share current attrition rate of candidates in existing franchises? Any? Uh, Ajit, great question. So, Ajit, we don't have that much attrition rate. We are at around 3 or 4% of candidates who join the client and leave. The reason why we don't have this higher attrition is because majority of them are mid-level and senior level in nature. And typically, as you understand, Ajit, that anybody who's at mid-level will typically have EMIs, and therefore they will, once they join a job, they will typically stay there for a longer period of time. Anurag, you said what is the guarantee of minimum 4 to 7 hiring per monthly? So there is no guarantee that 4 to 7 positions will get closed. These are the number of positions given to you. So be rest assured, and I want all of you to be aware that just because you get that many positions doesn't mean that you're going to be able to close all positions. You may be able to get close to 3 of them, but not 4 to 7. And if you close 4 to 7 positions, believe you me, you're going to become very, very rich overnight. right? So, Anurag, yeah, you please keep in mind that 4 to 7 positions all you may not be able to close. There may be some that will get carried on for the next month, or some that your competitors will close. But yes, all 4 to 7 is not possible. It can be zero in a month. Yes, sometimes bad luck is there. Sometimes you've not been able to close positions, and that's the business risk that all of us carry as well. So uh, so you know some months you may close more and some months you may close less, but that's business for you. So come in it with that sense. Some other French companies like you, they charge 50% of the payout but don't charge fees. Can you consider this? Mahindra, I don't do that. So you are probably asking the same question in different formats. My answer to this is no, Mahindra. I don't do that. I'm not into the freelancing business. I'm into a franchise business. Therefore, I do charge a franchisee fee. So that's something which you need to keep in amount. That's something that I will not accept on, because my business has thrived, on getting committed partners. Anubhav, you asked a question. Shall I need to pay the whole amount fee before 1st of October? Ideally, yes, Anubhav. If the intention for you is to have in the 75-25 ratio, then you should aim to close and onboard by the 1st of October. Of course, would love to have a conversation with you on a one-to-one basis. You can block time and then we can talk more about it. Devendra, is the franchisee fee negotiable? The answer is no. Uh, Job portals will be applicable every year. The answer is yes. What is the average amount one can earn in 3 to 4 months stability gaining business? Uh, Businesses don't get stable in 3 to 4 months. Devendra, first and foremost, businesses don't get stable. They become revenue generating in 3 to 4 months, but not stable. So I can tell you one thing, that if a business is getting stable in 3 to 4 months, it's not business. Takes some time. That is why I've mentioned 6 to 9 months. Uh, I've given you some kind of annual numbers that I mentioned, so Devendra, very important, or anybody, in fact, very important, please keep in mind that never look at business in terms of what you earn a month. That's a job seeker's mentality. Look at business and what you can do annually, because that's how you'll be able to value your own business, right? Uh, Abhijit, you've asked a question. Can we know key people managing your company apart from you? Yes, Abhijit, of course. If you go on our website, you'll be able to see a lot of people, yeah, who are part of my team. You not only will be able to see the senior management, you'll be able to see other team members, their backgrounds, and you'll be also able to see who are the other franchise partners and the backgrounds from there. So, Abhijit, please look at the links which Snehal has shared with you. I will ask her to share once again. This will allow you to do a lot of research about our company. So, very fair question. Thank you so much for asking this. Shrikant, I need to drop from here. I have another meeting. No problem. Please do share the recording, which we will. And if you want to block my time, you can block my time as well, Shrikant. Satya, you asked a question. Do you have any franchise partner in Bhubaneswar? Uh, we we have a franchise partner, but he's not active right now. He was with us for the last 7 8 years, very active, and unfortunately, he has got some family matters that he has to address to. So he will be taking a break for a year and a half, and coming back after a year and a half. Anurag, you saying, can I see the invoice of franchise billing or the highest billing for any franchisee till September? Anurag, which company will give you this financial information in terms of sharing this? Right? Nobody will give that to you. However, I understand your apprehensions. We are a private limited company. Our ministry of all our income tax and balance sheets are filed with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Um, you can go online. They charge, I think, 500 rupees plus GST on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. You can download 7 years of balance sheet, and everything thing is very transparently shown out there. But yes, if you are someone who's looking to buy my franchisee, I'm not going to give you invoices of what anybody else. Forget about me. Nobody's going to give you that. So that's a wrong expectation, right? Rajneesh, what is the revenue per position last year? 50, the average I think was 59,535, if I'm not wrong. It's 59 something something, Rajneesh. Sir, as you told, at present you have a business development team in Pune and Mumbai. I request you on Bangalore because more MSMEs are coming there. Yes, Sudarshan, thank you so much for this input. We're actually acquiring a lot of companies from Mumbai itself, who are based in Bangalore. We have a lot of clients in Bangalore, and we will be, of course, building our team further in Bangalore as well. Right now, our teams are traveling, and sooner or later, as we scale, we will be building more teams. And I can tell you, Sudarshan, we have a lot of clients from Bangalore, and you don't need to worry about that at all. Alok, you asked a question. If you can bring in new clients, will there be any additional benefits? Alok, thank you so much for asking this question. Actually, I was waiting for someone to ask this question. Uh, so, whether you bring a client or I bring a client, the revenue sharing continues to remain the same. I repeat, whether you bring a client or I bring the client, the revenue sharing continues to be the same. You know why? Because I want you to join Talent Corner not because I give you clients. I want you to join Talent Corner because you're joining an ecosystem. You believe that Talent Corner is as much as your organization as it's mine. And therefore, come in it for the whole picture and not a small picture. I don't want there to be any quarrel in terms of who brings in the client and how much percentage comes out there. So please keep this in mind. I hope you understand the sentiment that I'm coming with. How many leads would you provide every month? Minimum 4 to 7 positions, minimum, Devendra. I had explained that in the slide as well, and I've repeated that during the presentation multiple times. If you can handle more, I can give you more. There is no maximum, but minimum is 4 to 7 positions. What is the industry that you generally focus upon? All industries except for call centers, BPOs, insurance, junior level retail. Again, explained during the presentation. And 65%, Mr. Kumar, is on mid level, 25% on junior level. Srinivasan, you said you're in Dubai. Can I still do the business? Yes, no problem. As long as you can work in the Indian hours and coordinate with people in India, you can do this business. There is no restrictions that way. And I'm hoping, Mr. Srinivasan, you have Srinivasan, you can have 4 to 5 hours a day. That's a very important resource that is required. If we are new to business, there's a possibility of making mistakes even when we go through the training. Of course, Rohit, it's only fair. Making mistakes is the best way you learn, and it's okay to make mistakes. And today I can tell you, and I'm answering the next question, that if a client is not satisfied with the work and goes away, will you be able to assign a new client? Yes, Rohit, 100%. See, I know that you are not going to come with, becoming the best performer on day one. It's not possible, right? I have to give you an opportunity. You are going to be my team. So if you're going to be my team, then I want to make sure that I'm okay that you learn from mistakes. So don't worry about it. We've got everybody who's grown after making mistakes, after making errors. And Rohit, I can tell you one thing. In my 23 years, I've learned one thing, that if you make a mistake, client will not go away. You know why? Because you just need to say sorry. Sorry, I will try and work harder. And people like people who are okay to say sorry and move forward. How frequent are trainings provided? Very regularly. You have your coach who's working with you, your team leader, and lots of training content which is coming from time to time. It's more an investment from our side because we believe that we train you, you will do better. So therefore, we take uh, training very very seriously. Is there any franchise partner contact meetings can be provided to know how they are closing easily? Uh, Rohit, first go through all the material that I've shared with you. Let's have a conversation. We don't do any reference checks because that's not somewhere I believe that you should take a decision on. You need to do more research and then take it further, right? So keep that in mind, is what I suggest. Kaushalendra, you've asked a question. Any exclusivity in our area? I repeat, mine is not a territory based model, it's a client exclusive model. So there is no territory based exclusivity. Do you charge any amount from candidates? Praveen, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for asking this question, right? Talent Corner does not charge anything from the candidate. We get our money from the client. We believe it's truly unethical to ask any money from the candidate. Therefore, we do not charge. This is something that we are very particular about. No money to be taken from the candidate whatsoever. Ram Kumar, you asked a question, IT or all recruitments? The answer is all recruitments. Let me be very honest to all those my friends from Bangalore who've joined me from IT. I do not have IT work. So if you're coming on board and asking me for IT clients, I do not have IT requirements right now. It's very less. Uh, you know the current situation in the IT industry. I know IT used to be a beautiful hiring, industry, but right now they're going through challenging times. I am wishful and praying that they come back to normalcy. But right now, I have a lot of work from non IT. Please come in it only if you're looking at non IT positions as well. When IT comes back, I promise all of us will do IT work, but currently, I have more non IT work. Mr. Khurana, you've asked a question. I'm presuming Mr. Khurana. So, Mr. Khurana, you asked a question 8 hours daily or solo level, how many positions revenue can we expect on the safer side? Uh, First year, again, 5 to 6 lakh rupees of revenue. Why? Because first year can be challenging. Second year, you can ideally double it, right? If you're giving 8 hours a day. But first year is usually challenging, Kunanaji, and that's because, we make mistakes. You and me are very human. We will make mistakes, we will learn, and therefore, let's keep lesser expectations from the first year. Abhijit, you've asked a question. How many franchise partners do you have in Mumbai? I think we are including Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, around 9 partners, right? Uh, Shekhar, you've asked a question that where is our office in Pune? I'm happy to share the details with you. Uh, is there any franchise available in Pune city? Yes, Pune has been a very good territory for us as well. That's why we have an office out there. You can. I'll be. Once we get onto the call and once we know more about you, I'm more than happy if you want to set up the and meet our person in Pune as well. You can visit our office in Pune as well. Of course, Mumbai is not very far away from Pune, so you can come to Mumbai as well. Mahendra, Snehal, please call us separately because I have another meeting. No problem. Snehal will call you, Mahendraji. And what is the qualification required? Nothing. I don't need any education qualifications. I truly believe that business is done by those people who want to do business, and education qualification is the least of my requirements. Yes, Nagarjun, there's lots of information that Snehal has shared on the links. Snehal, I would request you to share it once again. I want you to first share the link of those people who can block a time with me, and then all the other reference material that they can read through in order to make a decision. The clients given will be more skewed towards the area of the franchisee. No, Abhijit, the clients don't know where you're operating from. They don't even care. In fact, they are more just keen on getting the job done, so the location is the least of the worries. uh, Someone asked about something on buddy. Yes, do you have a buddy period? Yes, so it's not about buddy. We have a team leader who's working with you throughout your journey as a talent corner. How will Talent Corner recover client recovery expenses 20-25% of 8.3? It's big expense to get a team working, acquiring opportunities. So, Jen, we've been a profit making company. Of course, we want to grow more and we want to do more things. But we are able to manage this in the 25% segment that we get of the 8.33%. It's not much of a worry. Now, of course, with our goals and ambitions, we are going to be moving to the 30% and 70%. The 70% goes to our franchise partners and 30% to us. This is effective those partners who are joining us from the 1st of October. Anybody joining us before 30th September, it will be 75-25, and that's our commitment to you. How much training time is required on a daily basis from our end? In the first 6 days, Pravinji, it's around 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken, 4.5 hours. And then, you have a lot of this online content that you can watch whenever you feel like. And the other, regular training sessions happens between 45 minutes to an hour, which happens every 3 to 4 months once. Devendraji, you ask a question, can we get references? We don't do reference checks, but please go through some of the links that are there, a lot of which has information about our existing franchise partners. Read up. Read up before you take a decision, and that is something that will allow you to take it further. What other investment might be required for future if some AI tools comes up for a subscription for HR, similar softwares? If something comes up, we will try to get the best possible rate. Right now, at this point of time, I need a laptop, mobile phone, internet connection. On your laptop, I need Microsoft Office. I'm okay if you buy the 2024 version, which is I think 2000 rupees one time lifetime. And I need antivirus. So these are the basic things that we require. Apart from that, you don't require anything else. Secondly, in the future, remote jobs will get boom. Would there be some expansion on front to keep pace with the changing industry? We don't know, Khuranaji. A lot of conversation. We'll come to know when time comes. At this point of time, we are seeing very good progress in the regular work field, right? So what we are doing currently, people are getting more back to work than actually, doing otherwise. Vijay, you start. Yeah, okay. Um, Sudarshan, how many franchises in Bangalore? Uh, I think we are around 10, if I'm not mistaken, with the last one joining in 10. Chronology, you've asked a question. 75% yes. If you are joining before 30th September, it's 75%, 25%. So, sorry, Rajneesh has asked a question. My bad. Uh, how much time required to the first recruitment? Uh, okay, so that depends. If you're what level you're working on, some positions may close in 7 days. Some positions, if it's senior level, can take 45 days. It really depends on you know uh, how you take it further. But typically, depending on the level of positions it will take. But keep in mind, so think about this way, Prasanna ji, right? You start working on a position today. You send CVs, it gets shortlisted, interviews happen, selection happens, 15-20 days will go a year. Any candidate will take 1 month to join, right? So 2 months are completed, and then 30 to 45 days later, you'll get your payments. So you're talking about a 3 months working capital cycle. So please come in that way. That's your rotating cycle that you're talking about. Sudarshan, you've asked a question. 3.5 lakhs max investment. Yes, max. No hidden charges. Only request, Sudarshan, laptop must have Microsoft Office, the original version, the one which is available for 2000 rupees one time lifetime. And antivirus must be there. That is a compulsion. I won't be able to function without that. Just looking at if I missed any questions. How many franchise partners in Pune? I'm just curious to understand why everybody's asking about how many franchise partners in a certain location. It's a territory, exclusive model. You can of course go and meet Vayu, who's a part of our Pune office, but don't worry about the location. There are a lot of people who've registered in Pune and going to and working in Bangalore. Some people work registered in Bangalore, working in Delhi. So location is not something that you should be worried about. I'm just, finding this funny that why you're so worried about it. Location is the least of your worries, right? If something, and I want to tell you, if something that you should be worried about is, are you going to be able to give time to the business? If the answer is yes, I will be able to give time to the business, then go ahead, block my time, block my call today, and would love to have a conversation with you and get to know you better, right? I think I have answered all questions. I am 19 minutes above time. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to make sure I get whatever questions I need to answer. I've answered. Um, Last question coming in. I'm going to pick this the last one. If I get 5 positions, we submit CVs for all 5 positions within the first 15 days. Interviews are getting held. Would you give us next position? Yes, I want to keep you busy. I will not keep you free because I make money when you are busy. If you are busy, you are making money and I'm making money. So therefore, we will want to make sure that you are as busy as possible. That's how the business functions, Kuranaji. Right? Okay, friends, 20 minutes overboard. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for taking out time to come. Snehal, quick reminder, please put in all the links once again, friends. Links coming into you are of course those of the entire franchise model, including question and answers. I saw someone saying need more clarity. You can block my time. uh, Rajiv Pandeji, you can block my time. You can talk to the team if you want. You can go to the frequently asked questions. You can research everything that you want about my company. And I promise you, I will only take one single rupee from you when you and me are both satisfied that this is a win win, right? There's no partnership that can be done without a win win. So, only and only once we both understand win win, please come in it with the right expectations, is what my request to you would be. One last question. This is not a poll. For those 31 people who are still there on this call, I had promised to you that this business presentation is intended to create value for you and not to make it a sales pitch. Have I done the right job? Have I done a good job? If the answer is yes, put a yes in the chat box. And if the answer is no, it's okay. Say a no in the chat box, because I don't want it to sound like a sales pitch. I want to give you information, right? Perfect. I can see a lot of yeses. Thank you, Anurag. Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you, Sudarshan. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Mr. Kurana. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you, Devendra. Thank you, Sujit. Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you, Koshlendra, Rajneesh, Rajiv. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this time that you've taken out from your family and been with me on this Saturday afternoon. I wish all of you, and this is from the bottom of my heart, I wish all of you a lot of great health. I wish you health first and money second. You know why? Because I believe that being healthy is the most important thing. Lots of prosperity, lots of great times with your family this weekend. If any of you have blocked your time with me this afternoon, in the next 30 minutes, I'll be seeing my first caller. I have, I think, 6 slots available: 2:33, 3:34, 4:30. 6 slots available for today afternoon. If any of you are unable to block time because it's not there, my team has actually given their contact information. You can reach out to them and they will figure out the best way of getting you connected to me. God bless you. Thank you so much, all of you. Stay healthy, stay prosperous. Have a lovely time with your family. Thank you.